What's up everybody, I am Jasprit Singh and welcome to the Minority Mindset. E-commerce. There's no doubt that internet commerce is the future, unless you're one of those people that thinks that the internet and anything related to the internet is a scam. If you want to invest for the future, you should go where the money's going, and since people are moving towards online shopping, you should start an e-commerce business, right? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of e-commerce stores out there. Isn't it a little too late to start an e-commerce store now? Okay, well, let me ask you this. What percent of retail sales do you think are done online? The United States Department of Commerce reported that in 2016, less than 12% of all retail sales were done online. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Would it have been better if you started your e-commerce store 2 years ago? Maybe, but if you don't start now, in 2 years, you'll be wishing you started it today. Here's the thing, society is not that quick at adapting to change. In 1902, the New York Times published an article that called automobiles impractical, and they said that the car industry will never succeed. We saw the exact same thing happen in the 1990s when big name people were writing articles about how the internet is a fad and how it will never catch on. It's hard for us to let go of what we're used to, but the people that really profited from these changes were the ones that went against the grain, while the majority of people just watch the change happen. Somehow there are still people around today that still believe e-commerce is a fad. If that's you, I really suggest that you try watching a little bit less of Flintstones and a little bit more of I can't believe I'm going to say this, but a little bit more of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Toys R Us just filed for bankruptcy because they can't compete with online stores. Kroger and Target are slashing the prices of thousands of items to try and compete with Amazon. Starbucks announced that they'll be closing all of Teavana stores because people aren't shopping in malls anymore. And Macy's is closing dozens and dozens of brick and mortar stores because people aren't going there to shop anymore. Money and times are changing. Things are not how they were 20 or 40 years ago. And now, some economists are predicting that Amazon will be the first company in the history of the world to hit a $1 trillion market cap. That's some crazy sauce if you ask me. Like, okay, $1 billion is a lot of money, but $1 trillion? Wow, do you realize how much money $1 trillion is? Like, Amazon, the company, would be worth more than 90% of the countries in the world. If I had $1 trillion, I would... If I had $1 trillion, I could buy a lot of sweet potatoes for a lot of people. What would you do with $1 trillion? Let me know in the comments below. So, how does this shift relate to you? Well, think from the mindset of the consumer and be the provider. You can capitalize on this digital shift. I want you to think of the internet like one big digital mall. People go to the mall to shop at big stores like Macy's, and then they slowly make their way to the smaller stores inside of the mall. It's like one big funnel. The more people that you have going into Macy's, the more that the small stores will benefit because more people will be going into the mall to walk around and shop at these smaller stores. The internet is the same way. Yeah, Amazon and Walmart might be some of the biggest players online, but as more and more businesses come online, more and more people will be spending their money online. And just because somebody buys something from one store doesn't mean that they're not going to buy something else from a different store. As more and more people begin to shop online, you can benefit from this digital revolution by putting yourself inside of the e-commerce funnel before e-commerce takes over traditional retail. Well, I guess that's unless you think that 2020 is going to be the year that people stop using the internet and we start riding a horse and buggy to work again. So, how do you go about doing this? Well, there's essentially 3 different types of products that you can sell through e-commerce. First, you can create or invent your own product and sell it through your own online store. Second, you can buy other people's products at a discounted price known as the wholesale price and sell it at a higher price known as the retail price. And third, you can dropship your products. When you dropship, you don't have to buy any inventory. You don't have to worry about packaging or shipping your products, and you really don't need a whole bunch of money to get started. You would essentially create a partnership with your manufacturer. Anytime somebody goes onto your website and purchases a product, you will get a notification, and so would your manufacturer. Then your manufacturer would create the product on demand, they would package it, and then they would ship it out to the customer. This style of e-commerce is unheard of in the traditional retail industry because you can get started without buying a single piece of inventory, but the world is changing. Yeah, your margins are a little bit smaller because now you're paying a manufacturer to create products on demand, but you're only paying them if and when you get a sale. So if you get no sales at all, you really aren't losing that much. If you do want to learn more about how you can start or grow a dropship e-commerce business, Zero Up is giving away their 10-part video training series for free for the next few days only. And so if you're interested in that, I got our affiliate link to how you can get access to this free course in the caption below. The person teaching the classes has done millions of dollars worth of sales through dropshipping, and I've gone through their paid class, so I know this stuff is legit. And so if you ever plan on doing e-commerce in the future, check out this free training while you can. The link is in the caption below. And if you're watching this video after the free video series giveaway is done, I will post our free ebook on how you can use the internet to start or grow a business in the caption below as well. With the internet nowadays, we have so much power literally on our fingertips that there's no excuse not to start a business if that's what you want to do. Is it gonna be easy and happen overnight? No, of course not. You gotta be willing to learn. You gotta be willing to put in the work, and you gotta be willing to grow. So make sure you subscribe to the Minority Mindset YouTube channel because we release new videos on entrepreneurship, business, and money every single week. I will see you next Wednesday, and as always, keep hustling.